everybody. This is Robyn Leslie with onlytheinspired.com doing another amazing interview. I have the beautiful Linda Ann Kahn, and she's got some cool stuff to talk about. She's been in the health industry, the spa industry for 37 plus years. And so she's got amazing wisdom, and I can't wait for you to hear what she's got to share. So in a couple of minutes, describe who you are and how you help people.
Okay, so I'm Linda Ann Kahn. I'm originally from South Africa. I've lived in this country for 40 years. I opened a day spa 37 years ago. I tell all my clients that I actually was only 10 when I opened. And it's a really successful, lovely spa. I love it. It's an aromatherapy spa. I am a clinical aromatherapist, and I'm also a lymphedema therapist, and I'm also an integrative health coach. And so every single day as I'm working with my clients, I'm coaching them, I'm helping them with their weight, I'm helping them with their nutrition, I'm helping with lifestyle. And I'm currently working on, I've been teaching an aromatherapy certification program for over 20 years, probably 25 now. And I am putting that all online so that I can help more people and reach more people. So I'm really, really excited about that. And I love essential oils. I just love aromatherapy.
Yay. And I think a lot of people don't know that much about them. You know, there's a few that I know of that I know a little bit about, but I think there's such a huge benefit for it, but people don't know much about them. So hopefully you could teach them that.
Yeah, they don't know a lot, and sometimes they're not using them safely. So I'm on a research committee for our an association that I belong to, a national association, and that's what we want. We want people to safely use essential oils because they're amazing and they're powerful. They've got to be used properly with children, with animals, with people who are ill, and when they're used correctly, they're fantastic.
Oh, wonderful. So how did you get started in the aromatherapy field? And was it an event or something that just triggered you? It's like, I want to learn about that. What exactly was it?
Well, I graduated as a beauty therapist in South Africa. And I was working, my husband and I, actually my husband opened a pharmacy. It was an emergency pharmacy, open every day. We worked side by side there. And then I became a beauty therapist because we had decided we were going to leave the country, and I wanted something else to be able to do when I left the country. And a man came from England to do a postgraduate training. And I thought, well, you know, I need to get to know more about beauty therapy. And the class was on aromatherapy. He was from England. And then he taught another class on lymphatic drainage and cellulite. And I did both those classes. Little did I know that that would be my path. But I'll never forget the first oil that I smelled. It was called Ylang Ylang. It's a beautiful, beautiful oil. It comes from a flower. It blooms at night. It's very sensuous, and it's actually used for sensuous, but it's also used for anger and for the heart beating too much. And when I smelled that oil, and I knew nothing about aromatherapy before, I was transported, and I felt that I was in Egypt, that I was a priestess in Egypt. And I fell in love with aromatherapy right then and there. And after that course, decided that this was going to be my life's work. And it has been.
Yay, yay. And so now you're not only putting, you know, knowledge in different courses and stuff like that online, you're also offering a certification. So what entrepreneurs who don't like their job and are looking for something kind of in the health arena can possibly pivot into something that they love to do that's health focused and where they're in charge of it, right?
That's correct. I love what I do with such a passion. And I'm always having clients or people that I know who they don't love their work. They go to work, it's just a job, they're not fulfilled, they're complaining. Then when you, as you know, as a coach, if you're not happy, you get stressed, it affects all parts of your body. So I see people being stuck. And I've actually worked with some clients who've been in the corporate world and who've been in a men's world. They've been women working with other men, and they haven't been happy, but they've had to do that. They're supporting a child. I remember one was a single mom, and they were trapped. So I help these entrepreneurs who are stuck and want to change their life and want to embrace something that's healthy. And I can help them with the solution of learning how to learn about aromatherapy and make a career out of it, like I did.
Yay, yay. I love that. So describe your ultimate vision for your business.
Well, I've done so much already, and my day spa is beautiful and I love it. But I am an aromatic wellness warrior, combining the aromatherapy, my wellness coaching, and everything that I've studied over the last 37 plus years. And so my vision is that my aromatherapy courses, we can reach people worldwide, and I can help to train people. Because when I have my students in the classroom, there's magic that happens, magic. And I'm in touch with all of those students still, and whether they were just a mom wanting to know more, or a busy entrepreneur, or sometimes it's acupuncturists who want to know more, or chiropractors. It's fantastic because I get such pleasure when I see what they're doing. One created a whole product line. The other one's doing something with plants. The other one, she's got kids, and so she's helping children with aromatherapy. And I love that. That is my mission. That is my purpose. So that is my vision moving forward with aromatherapy.
Awesome. Well, and it's beautiful that with one modality, right, aromatherapy, that you can do so many different things, help so many different people, and yeah, you could. You're not stuck in a box where this is the only way you could do it. You could do it for just pleasure, but you could do it for health reasons wise. And my friend Reg, he talks about using some of it to clean your house, or put some in your like vacuum filters, or that kind of stuff, and so it's constantly circulating in your house.
When everybody was sanitizers, right when COVID hit, I had my alcohol, I had my glycerin, I had my essential oils, and I made the most beautiful, beautiful sanitizers. And I actually followed the guidance of it wasn't the World Health, it was the CDC.
Mm-hmm.
And there was one other ingredient that went in, and it was beautiful. Everybody loved it. And so that's what I was helping people with at that time, when you couldn't get sanitizers.
Right. Or toilet paper. I don't know if it was the same in San Diego as it was here. It was just crazy. So what beliefs do you have that set you apart from your competition? And I'm a collaboration versus competition person, but everybody's got their unique point of view. What do you think yours is?
Mine is my vast experience, my vast training in Chinese medicine, color therapy, nutrition, health coaching, lymphatic, and there's more, and vast knowledge. Plus, I've traveled a lot and gathered oils everywhere. I've studied with different doctors from France. I've studied in London. I've studied all over the world and gathered unique information from all of these teachers. So you put that together with my years of training, my years of experience, and the passion that I have, it sets me apart. And the testimonials that I get from my students afterwards just make me sing. It's not about ego. It's about, yes, I'm doing this. I'm helping. Because I think each and every one of us, we want to change the world. We want to help.
Mm-hmm.
Today, what's going on, all the chaos we have around us, you just smell essential oil of rose, and it just melts into your heart. That's what I want for people.
I love that.
Yeah.
And you can't deny your passion for it. It's beaming out of you. I love that. So what was the hardest thing to overcome when starting your business? And I don't, you could talk about your spa, or you could talk about going online, or both. It's up to you.
Well, the hardest thing, because I own my spa, is an aromatherapy day spa, because we do aromatherapy in all the treatments. That was really hard. I was brand new here from South Africa. My husband wanted to go back, and we had $2,000 left. And I said, I'm not leaving. We left for reasons. We're not leaving. My kids were young. They were 6 and 9. And I said, I'm going to do it. And I had a vision then, even though I didn't understand business and I didn't have the skills that I do now. I knew that every single person that came in was going to come back, and that I was going to get them to refer two of their friends to me. So it was very, very hard, with my husband wanting to go back, young kids, and not having much money. But I did it, and I did it slowly, and I expanded. We expanded 5 times until we went from 400 square feet. I went up to 11,000 square feet.
Oh, wow.
And then in 2008, when everything changed again, we had to give up space. And this is what life is all about. It's just changing and flowing. With my aromatherapy, it was easy for me. It was a natural with teaching. But then when I started to put it online, the challenge was, I don't know how to do this. I don't know how, I'm not technological, I don't know how to do it. And that was stopping me. But we can't let that stop. We've got to just embrace it and just do it.
Mm-hmm.
And make mistakes along the way, and then you get better. Because as you know, with whatever you do, the more you do it, the more skilled you become. And the more skilled you become, it even expands. And the important thing, don't you think, is just to keep having fun.
Have fun, yeah, and take imperfect action. Don't wait until you're perfect. Don't wait till you know everything. At least you have the full-blown knowledge of what you want to teach. So that is what you need to do. The other stuff is figure outable or hireable. You can outsource the stuff that you don't want to do or don't know how to do to other people, and then you stay in your happy zone, which you can obviously tell that is your happy place. There's no doubt about that, and I love that.
And you see, the problem with me was I'm a perfectionist, and so I started looking at very fancy platforms, and what happened then, I got completely overwhelmed, and it stopped. Now I'm just doing it. I have my course, it's all done. I just got to record it and get it, do it. And that's what I'm doing right now.
Good. Yay.
It'll be ready soon.
And one of the blessings for you, in a way, it depends on how you look at it, but your spa is still shut down in San Diego. And so you have this given time, this huge amount of time that you wouldn't have had if you were running your spa. And so I believe it happened for a reason. And so now you have that chance to shift to where you could reach people far beyond San Diego because you were forced to shut down. And you're totally taking advantage of that, and that's beautiful. So this next question I ask everybody, because some people have it, some people don't. So do you have a support network of friends and family encouraging you to do this, to go online, or is this something you feel that you have to do and you're going to do it no matter what anybody says?
That's me. Yeah.
The second part?
Yeah, because it's just what I'm going to do. My family, they cheer me along. They just proud of me and they're so happy. My husband's totally overwhelmed. We married 50 years, but I don't think he's worked me out yet. And, if I have to, I'll be up till 2 a.m. doing something. So I'm very self-motivated. Once I got over this fear and silly things, I'm fine.
Good. Good. And there's a lot of people who have to make that decision, and they're going to do it no matter if anybody else understands. And that's the reason why I asked that question. So what is your
good question? And also we need to be accountable. Otherwise the months go by, right?
Right. And so if you don't have your tribe, if you don't have the people around you that you could talk to and brainstorm, then you have to find your tribe out there to where you can do the brainstorm and what do I do about this and what should I do about this? And, you know, I know you and I are part of a wonderful group that is teaching us a lot of that stuff too. So what is your favorite thing about your business?
My favorite thing about my business is I get to interact with people either in my work with my lymphatic work or as I'm teaching, one-on-one, expanding, and it's all health oriented. I am not working. Yeah, of course I get tired like everybody else sometimes at the end of the day, but I'm not working. I am doing my passion. I have this unique love that I can be teaching something that I have learned over all these years, that I can actually share that and I can enhance their life. That's what I love the most.
Well, and so for everybody listening, if you could be like Linda Ann and play basically for a living where you thrive off of what you're doing, that's exactly who she's trying to find. Somebody who wants to thrive when they work, when they're excited to share, when they're excited about, you know, changing people's lives for the positive. I love that. And so, you know, you were the epitome of doing what you love, and that's just awesome. So what inspires you? What are you passionate about? And it doesn't have to be business.
What inspires me, you know, it's a crazy thing, but watching a sunset. It's like the sound of one hand clapping for me. I just go, aha. Or when I see a rainbow, which we don't see often here in San Diego. Recently, before the COVID, we were in San Francisco, I was giving a talk, and we went into the forests, the redwood trees, and we hugged a tree. Actually, this morning, I just posted that on my Facebook page, that the connection with the trees and with nature and grounding, that's what inspires me and what I love. And I just posted actually this morning that when all of this is over, that's what I want to do. I want to go back there and hug those trees again.
And they're the great redwoods, is that what you're talking about?
That's what I was, yeah.
I was little itty bitty when I went to those, but do they still have the one where you drive through the redwood, or is that one, that one's still there? Yeah, I was little, like elementary school when I did that. That was a long time ago.
And I was in San Francisco giving a lecture, and so we went there. We combined the whole thing. It was lovely.
Oh, yeah. Good. And so who inspires you? Do you have somebody that you look up to, somebody that inspires you? And it could be multiple people.
Yeah, I've had teachers along the way who have completely inspired me. One of the French doctors that I studied with, Dr. Penuel, he totally inspired me. If you think that I'm lively and passionate, he would go around the stage, you know, like this. And so when I teach my students, I go and do all the stuff that he did, and I say all the things that he did, and I tell them this is from Dr. Penuel. I also studied with Bernard Jensen in the 80s, and he was a very famous naturopath and an iridologist, and he was my mentor. I learned all about nutrition and color. He used to say, if you eat a rainbow diet, you will be very happy and you will be balanced because you'll get all the minerals from the colors. In the 80s, when he was saying that, nobody was talking about the resveratrol from the red foods and all the chemical things. And there was just a study published a few months ago on a scientific study on the rainbow diet and how it affects your body. I studied all that with him. He was my inspiration. And one more person was my father.
Oh,
my father was my biggest cheerleader. He's been gone 11 years, and he's still there encouraging me and teaching me that you must do what you want, never give up on what you want to do.
Yay! I've never heard of the
rainbow. Question. I love that.
Yeah. I've never heard of the rainbow diet, but I've thought to myself, you know, because the foods that are super bright and vibrant in color have totally different benefits, like a beet and a carrot. And, you know, they're bright in color, a cranberry, or, you know, those really rich, and berries. You know, berries have great nutritional properties to them, not only because they're fruit, but I think the color has something to do with that.
Oh, definitely. The red foods all have the resveratrol, which are really good for your heart. Then the orange foods have the carotenoids, which are good for your eyes and antioxidant, and it goes on. The yellow foods, yeah, it's fabulous. I can send you, I'd be happy to send you the study.
Okay, that would be great. Yeah, I think that would be awesome. Yeah, because I need to get better at eating better. I am guilty of eating a not super good diet.
Well, one of the things that I do with my students when we start, I give them a challenge. I tell them the duration of this class, I want you to cut out 2 things that you've been wanting to cut out before that aren't healthy for you. So we start off with that, and then we talk about it, and then we add in other things. So I weave that in, because to be a really good aromatherapist and be a master blender, you want to be clear. You have to be clear, and then you can be inspired and you can blend.
So do you pick the 2 things that they eliminate, or do they pick the 2 things?
They pick it. And if they don't know what, I'll just tell them to first cut out sugar.
And then what's the second
thing? The next thing is white flour. Yeah.
Right. And I have a friend that lost 130 pounds by cutting out sugar in anything white, including pasta, breads, starches, potatoes, and she just dropped just a ton of weight. Just those 2 things. Yeah.
And the patients that I work with who have lipedema, those foods are what are trapping everything in their bodies, and they actually have a disease. They're not just overweight. So I don't know, your friend might have had that too.
Maybe. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and those foods cause inflammation also, right?
Inflammation, that's right.
Yeah. So big question, it's the last question. So if you could leave one tip or golden nugget for the people listening, and it was the only thing you had to say and the only chance you had to say it, what would that be?
Think big, follow your dreams, and reach for the stars, and you'll get there.
Yay, and put one foot in front of another, you know, just start. Don't wait till it's beautiful and perfect, right?
That's right.
Yes. And true. Yeah, don't be afraid to dream. There's a lot of people that are a little bit afraid to dream, and that is one of the reasons why I'm doing this summit, is to, you know, give various backgrounds and what took somebody from this industry into this industry, and you know what they're passionate about, because I believe, just like you were saying, there's a lot of people who feel totally stuck. You don't have to stay stuck. That's only a story in your head. There are things you could do, and you can do something that you just beam about when you talk to people, just like you do. And you literally beam because you love what you do. I love that. That's awesome. So is there anything that you want to say before we talk about your giveaway?
I just think I've had so much fun with you. It's so great. Your questions are fabulous, and I've really enjoyed this. So thank you. And I think what you're doing with the summit is going to be amazing, because the people have such diverse backgrounds, and I'm really blessed. I had a really amazing childhood and life, but other people haven't, and how they've pivoted, and they'll be sharing their stories, I'm sure, will be amazing. So this will be an inspiration for other women, right?
Yes, well, men and women.
And men too.
Yes,
okay.
Absolutely.
Men.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. And I'm excited about it, and I'm taking imperfect action. So it's not polished, but I'm enjoying it, and the conversations with coaches like you is just amazing. And to hear their background and some of the stuff I would have never thought about coaching, and I totally see where they're doing that and how many people each one of the coaches can help. And so I think this is just the beginning of a huge movement, a huge shift to raise the vibration of the planet. Because, you know, not all of us obviously live in a free country. In America, we do. But we do have the power to decide whether we live in a life that is unfulfilled or one that just makes us light up and one that we want to pass on to as many people as possible.
Yeah. And that definitely will raise the vibration, and your summit will too. It's fantastic. Congratulations.
Thank you. So Miss Linda Ann is going to offer an ebook, how to incorporate aromatherapy in your life. And so where you would go to get that is Aromatic Wellness Warrior. I was thinking AWW when you told me that. AromaticWellnessWarrior.com. So just go to aromaticwellnesswarrior.com, and then there'll be an opt-in where you put in your name and email, and then you'll get that ebook on how to incorporate aromatherapy in your life. And you could find out more about it, and you could possibly find out, you know, just the health aspects, but then it's possible that you might want to take a shift into the whole wellness industry and something that is a beautiful and healthy lifestyle, and it smells amazing, and it helps all sorts of people. Yeah, so thank you very much. I appreciate you being here, and you are just beautiful and just a ray of sunshine. Just a ray of sunshine. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much for having me. It was lovely. Thank you. I really enjoyed it.
Good, good. And thank you everybody for being here. Please, if this resonated with you and you think other people should hear it, please share the video. And, you know, because all of us together, you know, just trying to uplift everybody. And there's so many people that would totally resonate with this. So share the video, share the story. And, you know, she's got amazing history and education and just so much joy in her heart for what she's doing. You know, I love that about her. So anyways, thank you very much. Appreciate you guys, and I'll see you later.